Hello, welcome to the 2021 Latinx Kidlit Book Festival. We're so excited to have you here, and we're so excited to be here too. Today we will be drawing comic strips on demand. My name is Kim Baker. I'm a writer. I'm not an artist, but I'm an artist appreciator. My books are Pickle, that I wrote, and Tim Probert illustrated and did the interior illustrations. And then The Water Bears is my book that came out last year. And it does not have interior illustrations, but Luisa Uribe did this amazing cover. And please read our anti-harassment policy in the chat box. We want to keep everything nice and friendly. And if you'd like to draw along at home, grab a paper and pen, and we would love to see that too. And tag us on Twitter or Instagram or wherever you do it. We'd love to see it. I'm so excited to have our panelists, and I'd like to introduce them or let them introduce themselves. Fanny, let's start with you.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Fanny Rodriguez. I am a writer and illustrator, a comic artist from Mexico. I am the co-creator of a graphic novel called Fantastic Tales of Nothing, and we are currently working on the second book. We also help with my friend Ali Green help illustrate another graphic novel called The Morning Tribe for Julian Lennon about the Amazon rainforest. And I don't know, I'm so happy to be here. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Great. Thank you. We're happy to have you. Yehudi, you want to go next?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Yehudi Mercado. I'm a writer artist, born in Mexico City, grew up in Houston, Texas, and I have a book called Chunky. It's a graphic novel memoir that I wrote and illustrated. It's about my childhood as a fat kid, trying to live up to the ideals of my father. So, and I just, this just came out yesterday. I did a ghostwriter short in the new Marvel Voices Comunidades. So that was very exciting. Yeah.
Excellent.
And thanks for having me. This is exciting.
Happy to have you. It's going to be fun. Ryan, how about you?
Hi, I'm Ryan. If you can't see me, that's me in the bike mirror right there because I can't draw vertically. So I'm kind of cheating here. I am the writer of the Student Ambassador series. The Missing Dragon is out now. I do it with Xer Ennius. And it's about this little Mexican-American boy who goes around the world and has adventures and solves mysteries. And we're now working on part 2, which is Student Ambassador, the Silver City, where he goes to Zacatecas, Mexico. I also co-wrote Banned Book Club about teens in 1980s Korea who get arrested for reading books. And it just came out in Spanish as El Club de los Libros Prohibidos.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay, we are going to start things off with a self-portrait. And I'm going to give you guys each, we'll start with 1 minute this time because I'm pretty sure you know what you look like. And we have a 1 minute timer, and we'll see what you guys do. Express yourselves. So I'll give you a minute to get set up. This first prompt, you'll have 1 minute, and feel free to give suggestions for other things that they should draw in the chat, and we will, we're taking requests. So, okay, let's start the timer and go.
How much time do we have left?
20 seconds.
I drew too fast.
Yeah, you finished. You went and got a cup of coffee. That was real fast.
I drew too slow.
No, not at all. I'm a slow writer, so I like to see everybody's different process. Okay, we have time. All right. Yehudi, what was the first color? The first color was a little faint, but I like the black kind of goes over it. Was that
Oh
okay?
yeah, I usually do like a little bit of construction line first. Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, cool. Yeah. These are great. Fanny, can we see yours? I see you still drawing.
It's just I do exactly the same. I draw fainter at first, so
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera. So I was trying to make it with marker.
That makes sense. Thanks, guys. Where's everybody zooming in from today or coming from? Ryan?
I'm here in Busan, South Korea.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I
Thank you for
am
joining us.
in Monterrey, Mexico. It's on the northeast part of Mexico, just below Texas.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yehudi?
I'm in Los Angeles, California.
All right. That's so cool. I love that virtual lets us all come in from everywhere. I'm in Seattle where it's just now starting to get light outside. Okay. Let's see. Now we'll have a mix of questions and some suggestions. Let's see. When did you guys start drawing? Did you start
early
drawing really
age.
young? Did you come to really young?
Yeah, my father's an artist and architect, so we had art supplies around the house all the time. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. So you had family
Yeah.
support. That's fantastic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
you,
started
Fanny?
pitching to
Right.
comics to newspapers when I was 6 years old.
Wow.
So I know I started drawing before that. I guess my mother says like my first words were about how I was going to become a professional cartoonist. And so I don't know. I started before I have memories, and then when I was 6, I'm just like, well, I'm doing this long enough. It's time to go pro.
Did they accept them when you were that age?
No, they sent me a letter that said they'll put my work on file. Which, as a 6-year-old, I'm like, that's it. I'm in. As soon as Jim Davis is dead, I got the job. So I just kept bugging him every year until finally, a decade later, when I was 16, I sent him another one. They're like, hey, fine, we'll hire you. You can do a weekly comic in the paper.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
I got a poem in the paper when I was in 2nd grade, and it was like, oh, okay, that's it. This is what you do. Easy peasy. All right. We don't have any, I don't see any suggestions yet. How about a scene from your favorite story growing up? And I'll give you guys a few seconds to think about it, and then we'll do 90 seconds for drawing this time, which isn't much. The pressure is on.
Yeah.
From any story you liked as a kid. All right. You guys ready? Go.
Yeah.
It's so quiet. When you guys are drawing normally, do you listen to music or audiobooks or podcasts? Do you have the TV on? What do you typically do?
All of the above. Yeah.
Do you really?
All right. Well, yeah, but yeah, I usually have like the news on in the background, and then I'm listening to a podcast, and then it's so isolating. Just
Yeah.
sort of writing
I'm
and
always
drawing by
envious.
yourself.
Yeah. I think it's really cool how illustrators can do that, how they can consume media at the same time as they're being creative. And
I know, like I binge watch TV shows all the time, but it's
I know my illustrator friends are always the first ones to know about the good shows or audiobooks. They always have the audiobook recommendations. Lucky ducks.
I can't watch video while I'm writing. While I'm writing, I need silence, complete silence. And when I'm drawing, it's podcast and music. Podcast about mysterious things and legends and
Oh, I
scary
like that
stuff.
too. I like lore. Aaron Minky's lore has like old folklore and
yeah.
history and supernatural stuff. That's a fun one. All right, time is up, you guys.
Oh, been drawing too slow.
All right, I think I know what a couple of these are. So we can't see Fanny's yet. Fanny, do you want to hold it up?
Yeah. Oh, it's very fast, but
All right. You
Yeah,
guys
it's
want to
spooky.
tell us about him? Fanny, you want to start? Yeah, it looks kind of spooky. What's the story and how did it resonate with you when you were young?
mine is the Little Red Riding Hood, Caperucita Roja, how we told it in Spanish. It's not really a Mexican story or Latino story, but when I was little, I saw a movie. I don't know, it was in English. The only thing I could know is that it was Little Red Riding Hood and it was a little creepy, but the Little Red Riding Hood was named like me. And it was very weird because my name, I didn't knew anyone with my name. And it was like she was brave, and I also like the story like she goes to see her grandma because I love my grandma and the wolf. I don't know. I always imagine like alternate stories where she beats the wolf and things like that.
Sure, yeah. She should win. How about you, Yehudi? What's that one?
James and the Giant Peach by Roald Dahl.
Yeah.
Like I loved that book when I was a kid. I just read it over and over. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe just like the idea of like an irreverent adventure across the sea. Like you're friends with all kinds of insects. Yeah,
that would resonate with anybody. And Ryan, I think we all recognize that cat.
This is Garfield. When I was a kid, I was just completely obsessed with Garfield. I had like an entire bookshelf of every book that had ever been published. And yeah, I was just super into it. And I mentioned that comic I got published when I was 16. It was about an orange cat who was too lazy to chase mice, just because that was my only life experience was reading Garfield. So that's, right what you know. And then later, it wasn't until later that I actually had experiences of my own that I wrote comics about things that are not that.
That's pretty good. All right. Diana suggests, how about some elves? That's a good one. 'Tis the season for elves. So we'll let you guys get a fresh piece of paper. I'll give you a minute. Again, we'll do 90 seconds. And let's go. Good morning, Alex. It does look like fun. It makes me want to try to be an artist, even though I'm not. That's a good one. Okay, we know what the next prompt will be. All right, we got about 20 seconds left. Buenos dias from San Diego. Hello from the fourth graders in Central Falls, Rhode Island. I love so many people coming in from all over. All right, time's up. These elves have different moods.
Yeah.
He looks a little sinister. I like it.
Oh, nice.
Okay, yeah, nice. Good.
A little
And
Lord of the
are
Rings
you guys all
elves.
working in marker?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Is that your
Sharpie.
tool of choice? Yeah, Sharpies.
I normally am
Excellent.
digital, all digital. I do everything
Yeah,
on my iPad
same.
Pro. Yeah.
Oh, really? Does
Mhm.
that do you guys start out like if you're doing sketch work and everything, do you do that digitally or do you typically have a separate book for that or how does that work? When
I
you're
do.
like doing
Yeah, I do
warm-ups and
everything
things?
digital. Yeah, I lay out all the
Everything.
books, thumbnail, everything. Yeah.
I'm a
Wow.
paper man. I usually draw with these, much more fine.
Nice.
But today, since I'm drawing fast, I'm going with a giant magic marker.
Excellent. I like the sounds of the markers. All right. Great elves. All right. Stephanie suggests the fourth graders in her class would also like to see a Grinch. If you guys want to give me your take on a Grinch.
Take on a Grinch. Yeah.
So, everybody ready on your mark, get set, go. Eliza loves the different elves. Me too. I think this is one of the coolest things about the draw off is seeing everybody's different style and interpretation and seeing how many different ways we can make art. Anybody can do it and put their own spin on it. Me too, Alex. Now, Yehudi, you mentioned that you had family support from your dad. He was an architect and you had the art supplies and everything. Fanny and Ryan, how about you guys? Did you have other artists in the family or were your families supportive of your creative pursuits? Not so much?
Not so much. I come from a very both of my parents are chemists. And yeah, my family is always more in exact sciences or sales and I was like the little weird one of family. And my mom was very worried that I will never find a job. I was a graphic designer first before moving to comics and before that video games. But yeah, now she's relieved and she likes my book very much. So I'm glad.
Oh, good. All right, that is time. I forgot to give you guys a warning. We were chatting. All right. I like it.
Mine looks like a wet
He almost
dog.
looks like yeah. I was gonna say like a chupacabra with the spikes on his back.
I tried marker.
Nice.
I know marker.
Nice.
I see eyebrows are a theme for everybody of the the scowl. Those are great Grinches. That was a nice suggestion. Thank you. All right. A legion of COVID superheroes as imagined, dreamed, or wished by kids who have lived through it all. That is a great one.
Wow.
We could all use a little extra inspiration these days. Some hope. So let's start the timer again and go. How about you, Ryan? Did you have artistic support growing up?
Yeah, there weren't any other artists in my family, but everybody was extremely supportive, which was amazing. It's really wild that like I said, at 6 years old, I'm sending stuff to my newspapers, and at no point did anyone in my family say, "Yeah, it doesn't work like that." They were just like, "Okay, that's what we're doing. I'll take it to the library. We'll research submission packets." So that kind of like spoiled me into thinking, I guess I can do whatever I want, and then just
that's excellent.
Doing it.
Gave you the confidence. That's amazing. My family, my dad he's white and he was an old Army sergeant, and my mom's family is Mexican American, and they're all very practical and I was encouraged to do a practical career, and I tried them, but they didn't gel. I was a crisis counselor and a teacher, and my most successful job has been writing. So I should have probably just done what I wanted to do from the get-go.
But then you probably banked a lot of good stories.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, life experience. It's good. No regrets. And we have the timer for that one is done. Oh, that's a good one. Like, we can do that one. All right. Awesome. You want to tell us about your heroes? Any specific characteristics? Brian, we'll start with you.
Mine is terrible drawing, but I was going for a red alert team's hero. I was just trying to think of what good things there could be. And when COVID first hit Busan, I was the voice of Busan's red alert. So the alert that played in English across the city on the radio, telling people what to do to stay safe, was me. So I wanted to do something with the red alert.
That's awesome. What a good job. What a big responsibility. You have a very soothing voice. I bet it helped convey that information. How about you, Fanny?
Mine is a pair of superhero cleaners. I think that's one of the things that I was more worried in general, because I have a lot of pets and a lot of plants. So I imagine a pair of sisters that clean with plants and all kind of natural things. And they have fun planting a lot of plants around, as you can see in my room.
Nice. That's awesome. I love plants too. I have more in the house, but I have to have them everywhere. That's great. That's a great idea. How about you? I like the bear's heart.
Thanks. I was imagining, like, because we couldn't hug or touch each other, so like a superhero that would fly around and hug everybody.
That's nice. Yeah. Everybody missed hugs.
Some sort of contact.
Oh, these are great.
Yeah.
Oh man, we just got a good one and I forgot what it was. I'm gonna have to look back on it. Oh, here it is. Lakin says, how about a cat fighting a sea serpent while riding a dragon? Very specific. I like it.
Wow.
90 seconds, huh? All right.
Yeah. Should we...
Antonio says they second it. Their class is also very excited about that idea. Oh, you know what?
So
I'm going to give you
again?
guys an extra 30 seconds for this one.
It's a cat
fighting a sea serpent while riding a dragon. She's really challenging you guys with this one.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you 2 minutes.
All right.
A luxurious amount of time. This will help you guys with deadlines.
Yeah. We're starting?
Good practice. Yeah, go ahead. Let's start.
Oh, sorry. Right.
No, it's okay. I just started just now. You're fine.
Okay.
Favorite fruit. Good one, Susan. The suggestions are coming in now. I love how many classes are watching with us today. Hello. What inspires you with your art? Where do you find your inspiration? Ryan, you want to start this time?
Yeah, I have traveled to many countries. I live in South Korea now, but for a long time I moved to a new country every 10 years, and just going around the world and having experiences and meeting people inspires me, and just learning as much as I can about the world and trying to turn those weird facts into stories. And like every time I learn something new, I think like, oh, that would be fascinating. What if this happened? How would that do something like that? What about this person that I met? How would they react to that? So it's really, I'm inspired by turning the experiences I have and the people I meet into stories.
Excellent. Yehudi, how about you?
It's usually like taking like a childhood story and then like superimposing like an adventure on top of it. Mm-hmm. Like my book Sci-Fu is all about it's a hip hop sci-fi kung fu musical. So it's sort of taking all the things I loved as a child and then turning it into like an adventure. And then Chunky is literally my childhood, but it's also sort of a sports comedy because I was terrible at sports.
Yeah.
So it's sort of taking funny little stories from childhood and then totally
Not to
ran out of
be
time.
stereotypical, but I think a lot of writers and artists were terrible at sports in school.
Yeah.
I think that's a common denominator with us.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
was
the
on my
time is
team.
up.
I was on a softball team as a kid. I hit the ball one time the entire year, and everybody was so surprised that I hit the ball. I got a home run.
Wow.
Oh,
They just
nice.
stopped and watched. Like, what? Did he hit the ball?
All right, tiempo, mi gente. Time is up, pins down. What do we have? Oh, wow, you guys got really far with this in 2 minutes. I'm amazed. This is so cool. I see the spear.
Nice.
Is that right? Your cat fighting with his fists?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Gonna
And we have
get ready to punch.
a knife. These are fantastic. Thank you. That's a great one. How hard is it? Somebody just asked, how hard is it to talk and draw at the same time? You guys want me to just be quiet while you're focusing?
Yeah, no.
No, it's okay.
It adds to the challenge.
That's a good question.
But I used
All
to
right.
hate
We'll
for
give,
people
okay,
to watch
that
me
was
draw.
good.
Like,
Same.
Oh, yeah. I don't like to be watched when I'm writing. Like, even if my husband's sitting too close to me on the couch when I'm
yeah,
like, I need a little bubble.
yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. We're gonna go a little easy on you. Susan's class is requesting a favorite fruit. Oh, you guys, so I think this will hopefully be a little easier than the battle.
Favorite
we
fruit?
just did. We'll go back to 9 seconds. Yeah, your favorite fruit.
Okay.
Are we ready? We got paper. All right, go ahead. Do you draw every day?
Oh yeah.
I don't. I like to distract myself with things that aren't drawing. I do crochet, I sew, I do embroidery, I cook, I take care of my plants, I play with my dogs. I try to have a day or play video games. I try my best not to be drawing 24/7 because I get so.
You
Yeah,
grow
I get
plants
too
inside
obsessed
and
with video
outside?
games.
Oh yeah. No, but it's good. All that stuff fills the well, I think. And everybody's different. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You guys are so fast. How about you, Ryan? Do you draw every day?
No, well, the main thing I do is writing. I don't like these two books that came out recently. I didn't illustrate either of those. Occasionally, I'm illustrating a new book now, but yeah, it's much rarer for me to illustrate than it is to write, or vice versa.
20 seconds. All right. Pins down. Okay, we have 2 votes for the same fruit, I think. Fanny, is that an apple?
Yeah,
got a
I
little manzana
love
action?
apples. Manzana. Yeah, I love it in
Yeah.
salad and alone and cooked.
Anyway,
great.
it's apple season here. I've been eating a lot of apples. I like apples and cheese.
Yeah,
And in a pie.
here in the next state in Coahuila, there's like little green apples that are super sweet and super cute. So they sold you the bags. I love those.
Oh, yeah. All right. And Yehudi, you like your apples in a certain form, I see.
In pie form, yeah. We just had Thanksgiving, and I probably ate 2 entire pies myself. So, yeah,
Apple
I
pie
love
is
apple
delicious.
Yeah.
And Ryan?
I got a little aguacate, man, a little avocado.
Yeah.
He's
I
the
like him. I
hits.
like his eyes. Somebody asked, do you guys always start at the bottom of the page?
Not all the time. I think just the way I'm like vertically drawing, it's like unnatural.
Yeah.
I think I always start
All
on
right.
the side.
Mhm.
I never noticed.
One of those things. Yeah. You don't think about it, huh? Your habits. Somebody requested a butterfly. A student would love to see a butterfly. We have 2 votes for butterfly.
Hmm.
So we will restart the timer now. How did you learn to draw? Are you guys self-taught? Was it from library books? Did you take classes, art school? Fanny, let's start with you.
I was self-taught. I started drawing my favorite cartoons when I was little. There was a lot of Japanese cartoons in open television here in Mexico, so I started with Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah.
And from that, I just like, oh, I like that, and I start drawing. And then I don't know, I take inspiration from everywhere, so I learned from paintings and everything else. I have a career in graphic design, but they don't teach you how to draw. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was a little bit of everything.
Did you say you do beading as well? Did you say beading earlier?
Embroidery. I do embroidery and crochet and sewing.
Okay. Oh, nice. A lot of handwork. That's awesome.
Yeah,
How
my
about you,
hand hates
Richard?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of drawing cartoons that I saw as a child, and then I studied fine arts at the University of Texas at Austin, and then at the same time I was taking like commercial art classes at the community college, so I learned animation and stuff like that, and all
Nice.
like the computer programs.
10 seconds. How about you, Ryan?
Yeah, I just, like I said, I started before I have memories, so it's just something I've always done.
Yeah.
I studied animation at the College for Creative Studies when I was in college, but I was always just drawing myself.
Excellent. And that is time. Get some time to color these in. I like those eyes and the antenna. Got some antennas. Oh,
Nice.
lovely. Wow. That looks like a monitor. What are the swallowtail? Is that right? The yellow and
Yeah.
black ones? Anyway, it's lovely. Excellent. Great butterflies. Nice suggestion. Thank you, audience. All right. Eliza suggests drawing a snow monster enjoying a favorite holiday treat. Thank you, Eliza. And we'll start the timer. Go ahead. And if you're at home, I hope you are drawing along with us for fun or in your classroom. Antonia says, thank you for drawing from our prompt. It made our day. Gracias. This is fun, drawing by request. Excellent. Do you guys have a certain time of day when you like to make art? Are you morning people, night people? Do you have a set schedule, or is it just as the time allows?
Yeah,
I'm
for
a
me,
night
it's
one.
night. Yeah.
Night,
I'm as
I-
needed. Like
right?
I have a thing where I do the opposite of the advice that everyone else gives. Everyone says like you have to sit down and draw every day at a certain time, no matter what, even if you don't feel like it. I'm the one where if I don't feel like drawing, if I feel like binge watching a TV show I hate for a week, I binge watch a TV show that I hate for a week, because if I force myself to draw, I'll draw something that I hate and I'll have to redo
Yeah.
it, and it'll make me dislike drawing and make it more difficult.
All right, last details. I think you have to find the routine that works for you.
Mhm.
Susan says, thanks for drying the fruit. It's almost lunchtime there in Rhode Island, and they're hungry. So they like the fruit.
Nice.
And here we have some snacks. Excellent. All right, time's up. What is Yehudi, let's start with you. What is your snow monster snacking on?
Yeah, an espresso. I don't know if it's technically a snack, but
Okay.
I figure he'd enjoy like a warm
Sure.
espresso when it's cold down.
Excellent. Okay. Fanny, how about you? What are they snacking on?
They are on hot cocoa or chocolate caliente with sweet bread.
Yeah.
It's like the favorite treat
Oh,
here in Mexico for the winter.
that is my favorite sweet too. My favorite treat. Is there a regional kind of sweetbread that is popular there? Do you have a favorite?
Here in my state, it's like piloncillo bread, like with sugar. But my favorite is called A of Pancha or Ojo de Pancha. It's
Uh-huh.
like a circle that the sides are like crunchy, like a cookie, and inside is like a muffin, vanilla muffin that you soak
Yeah,
it
we have
on
those here.
chocolate and hot cocoa. The best.
So good. When I traveled more, finding out that there were regional pan dulces that I didn't know about was like so exciting. It's like hitting up all the bakeries wherever we go now. Like it goes so far. I thought it was just orejas and conchas and the things we have here, but you can have anything. All right, Ryan, tell us about your monster.
It somehow became a very badly drawn cookie monster, which was not the intent. I don't know. It's a bad drawing of a monster eating an ice cream.
Only if he's blue. If he's a different color, it could be a different monster. Cookie does.
Or the
Does
ice
Cookie
cream's
have
trying to
teeth?
eat him.
Yeah. That's great. We had one a while ago for your favorite animal. So we can do that one.
Our favorite animal is the one we're doing.
That's so hard.
Yeah.
I love all the
Yeah.
animals.
And then somebody said regional pan dulce. I know, right? It's so exciting to think that you could have different pan dulces. That's just like, that's enough reason to travel right there. So yeah, and then somebody else suggested crazy glasses. So if you want to add that to your favorite animal, feel free. And I'll give you guys 90 seconds. Starting now. Do you have any specific cultural influences or artists that you find inspiring? Yehudi?
That's a good question. Sergio Aragonés was like a huge influence as a kid. Like Mad Magazine was like my favorite.
Oh yeah.
And I believe my father went to the same school he did in Mexico, and he would tell us that Sergio Aragonés, when he was in art school, would like draw on every single surface he could. Like so, like there was doodles of him all over the school. I just thought that was funny.
Ryan, how about you?
One of my favorite places in the world to see art is in Zacatecas, Mexico, and it's called the Museo de Mascaras. It's just a mask museum of lots of different, very wildly different masks from all over the world and different cultures and all over Latin America. And I just love the different styles and bright colors and things like that.
All right, just a few more seconds. And Fanny, how about you?
I don't know a specific artist because I like folk art. The cultural I'm most inspired is the regional dresses, especially from South, the China Poblana, the huipils. I love huipils. I dream to owning one. So that was a big inspiration. There was a painter called Remedios Varo. She's not Mexican, but she lived a great part in Mexico with Leonora Carrington. They are like surrealist painters. I was very creeped out as a little girl about their drawings, but I still love them.
All right, that is time.
Nice.
Okay. You
Chinchilla?
Yeah.
well spotted. All right. Fanny, you want to tell us about your chinchilla?
I have a chinchilla right there, but it's still sleeping.
Oh, wow.
It's one of my favorite animals. I think they are super cute and super weird because like they are like magical creatures. It's like a rabbit, a rat, a squirrel, and a bunny mixed.
They're so soft.
And
Are
they
they
are super
nocturnal?
soft. They are
Is he wearing?
crepuscular.
Okay.
They are down at dusk. That's when they are like crazy.
Oh, okay.
But I have the fortune to travel with my husband to Peru and see vizcachas that are like the cousins of chinchillas in the ruins, and they are so cute. I love it. I love rodents in general. Like, but
Yeah.
yeah, chinchillas is like special because I have a little boy of 13 years old now. He's a
Oh,
big
wow.
one.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they lived that long. They're so cute. All right, Ryan,
Yeah.
you have a little monkey.
I just got a monkey. Can't go wrong with a monkey. And just for the person who wanted weird glasses, I'll draw some weird glasses on that monkey. There you go.
There we go. Yehudi, how about your dog? It's a dog,
my
right?
dog.
Not a wolf.
Yeah, my dog Bosco.
Yeah. Bosco, that's a good dog name.
I also have another dog named Bucky, so technically they're both my favorite, but Bosco is the one sitting right here. So.
Yeah. Just in case they're listening, they're both your favorites.
Exactly.
We get it.
Both my favorites, but one was closer.
Bosco. That's a cute name. All right. I think we have a couple of student questions too, if that's right. We just have a few minutes left. So we have Osaway from 8th grade in Maryland wants to know, what impact do you see your books having in 30, 40, 50 years, not only on Latinx people, but the world? That's a good question.
Wow.
Anybody want to start?
I would say, like, because I tried, all my books, I try to have like, Mexican characters or black and brown characters. So, yeah, just sort of like, kids who don't normally see themselves in books will see themselves in my books.
Excellent.
Kind of
Yeah. I think that's our goal, everybody's goal.
Yeah.
Fanny, how about you?
I don't know about impact, but I hope in the next 10 years my bad jokes inside the graphic novel still make people laugh. Also, I think that it's very moving to us about our graphic novel is that we include a non-binary character. And here in this, now that it's in Spanish, many people are talking about them because it's something that still don't know. And we had the contact of a girl that told us, "Oh, my little sibling is non-binary, and they have the same name as a character that is Haven." So I hope that makes an impact. That in fantasy stories, you don't have to be defined by the classical Dungeons and Dragons characters. You can be anything, and yeah, I hope that keeps on. And the bad jokes, the puns, the fun.
Those are like Bibles too. Representation and jokes. Like if those if those have any kind of evergreen impact,
good jokes,
I'm good.
Bad jokes. Yeah.
Yeah. If somebody remembers the good jokes longer than the bad jokes, it's like that's all I can ask for. Ryan, how about you?
The one thing I really try to put in all my work is I just want people to be curious about the world after they read something that I wrote. I try to put characters, the Hyunsuk in Band Book Club is always, it's about her reading books she's not supposed to, and it makes her curious about the world. Student Ambassador is about a kid who, he listens to everybody, all the facts he learns are what helps him solve mysteries. So I try to put the interesting things I learn in the books. Hopefully that triggers people to want to do something. Like with Student Ambassador, if you read this book, I kind of trick you into learning how to read Korean. Like at the end of the book, you will be able to read the Korean alphabet. And so I try and put things like that in my work, where if you can read a Harry Potter book and learn about the history of magic, or I could put in actual facts about the world and you would accidentally know something that might help you somewhere in the world.
Yes. I love that. In my last book, I put a couple of scientists and terms, and my editor would say, "Do you want to explain what this is here?" And I'm like, I would like them to be curious and go look and fall down that rabbit hole of finding new information. So that's what I'm hoping for. So we have one more. We're almost out of time. So we have one more student question. Ruby, a 12th grader in Connecticut, would like to know, if you could change anything about your journey to become an author, what would it be, and why is that?
I think the only thing I would change is to not be let down by everyone. I'd have a little more confidence about myself. There was a time when I was a teenager that the people around me, even in school, told me like, you can do this. You cannot live by drawing. You need to find a real job. So I stopped drawing for a long time and making stories because I was very sad. And I wish I could tell to younger Fanny that don't do it. keep doing what you love. I think that's very sad. And I think everyone, if you want to do something, even if you think it's impossible, never lose. Even if it's not going to be your final job, still enjoy it. People are going to have opinions, but what is important is yourself. So yeah.
Good answer. Anybody else?
Yeah, the same, like have more confidence early on, and like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, just sort of diving in, and like, you know, your first things are going to be, you know, rough and mistakes anyway, so like, might as well get that out of the way early.
Yeah. Ryan?
Well, I'll say that I have made so many horrible mistakes in the 40 years that I've been making comics, from like financial disasters to times I almost died when like researching something and almost getting eaten by lions, thrown out of trains, all this stuff. And I would not change a single one of them, because every one of the mistakes and problems is what makes my work what it is, and what I would not change anything about my life. My life is perfect, and it's all of the mistakes that I made that got it to there. So I encourage people to get out there and not be afraid to make mistakes, and learn from them and tell stories about them.
Excellent. And that's a great way to end, and we are exactly on time. And I wish we could keep doing this all day, but our time is up. I am so thankful for you guys for joining us to watch and to draw along with us, and to our artists for sharing their work with us, and on the spot and the pressure. I can't imagine if somebody asked me to write something in 90 seconds, it would be terrible. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for everyone for attending Comic Strips on Demand at the Latinx Kidlit Book Festival. There are lots of other sessions for you to check out, and please stay tuned for a video from our sponsors, HarperCollins, and some new great books. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Where are you from, they ask. Is your mom from here? Is your dad from there, they ask.
I know that we don't look the same. Our skin, our eyes, our hair, our frame.
I have eyes that kiss in the corners and glow like warm tea.
We are a rainbow of colors and speak in different accents. Assalamu alaikum.
But that does not dictate our worth. We both have places here on Earth.
Did you think mermaids had afros? But this one has an afro.
Who does she look like?
Me.
You.
When I read this book, I'm proud of where I come from.
When I read this book, I feel adventurous.
I feel beautiful.
I feel special. I feel like I can be anything.
Assalamu alaikum.
Shabash.
All right, y'all. It is time to shake up your shelves.
It's time to shake up your shelves.
To shake up your shelves.
Shake the heck out of those shelves.
Ask yourself these questions when you think it might be time to retire a book.
Does it contain offensive or outdated language about an underrepresented group?
Are cultures other than white middle-class Americans represented in any substandard way?
Does the book employ white savior tropes?
Are people of color objectified through a white gaze or stereotyped?
What are the power dynamics on the page? Who controls the narrative?
Who makes the decisions?
Who speaks? Who is silenced?
Who acts? Who is acted upon?
Who looks? Who is observed?
Now that you've looked at what you have, let's think about these questions when you're looking to add books to your shelves.
Does the author identify as a member of the group represented in the book, especially the main character?
Overall, does your collection reflect contemporary experiences of underrepresented groups, not just historical experiences?
Does your collection include books that depict people of color as empowered and joyful, not only in situations of trauma and struggle?
Was the book well received and well reviewed by people in the underrepresented group with which the main character identifies?
It's time to shake up your shelves.
Shake up your shelves.
Shake up your shelves.
Shake up your shelves.